show. All these heads are gonna roll.
Yeah, you understand up. Look, he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll run again with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back to Mixon on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground,
Here we go.
or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
12, 12, 12.
On third down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Down the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we
So
go.
the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11,
Now
empty,
Burrow going to
paint.
change things
11,
up.
empty, paint. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11,
Now they'll audible to something else.
11 empty, 11 empty. Stop.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stop. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Stop.
Another try for Mixon, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Stop.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Gun. Stop. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's a foot race. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Harris running straight in. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Pickett going to keep it himself. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there. 8 yards moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points, because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. That's a room to maneuver. Now he's loose at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Here we go.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Burrow on third down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready up. Hey,
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 39 yards there, a big one.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, running left is Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Harris going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. A Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
11.
Burrow will throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. It got his man, complete. Inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
12.
Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
On one, ready?
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here we go, here we go.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
11. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On one, ready?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. River in down, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here we go.
Here's first down. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the